Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lydia. I'm joined by my daughter Jillian for Junk Journal July, and this is Vintage Nectarines. Today we are working on our 13th prompt for this. I can't believe we are almost halfway through.
I can't believe we're almost halfway through the month.
I know. I have not been reading enough, you guys.
I finished one book.
I need to read more. If you are a follower of the channel, or if you're new to the channel, we also do bookish content on Vintage Nectarines, as well as some vlog style stuff, and we always do Vlogmas at Christmas time. So if you're interested in any of those videos, you can find playlists on our channel, and we're hoping to be back at the end of the month with a book review.
I'll hopefully be back.
Yes, Jillian's reading. I have not been reading nearly enough because I've been spending a lot of time doing this and then editing. So hopefully we'll get there.
Audiobooks.
Yes, audiobooks. But how do I audiobook when I'm trying to edit? Today's prompt is lighting. And when Jillian and I were thinking about this, we kind of were brainstorming about all the different types of lighting. You have candlelight and lamplight and natural light and sunlight. And we both kind of went the celestial route with this. I went the route of moonlight, so I am going to be working with moons.
I'm doing stars.
Yes.
Because
Starlight.
I think they're gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Also, Lord of the Rings. So.
See, okay, pull your paper over here, because this one 100% makes me kind of think of Lord of the Rings, but you know what this whole color palette makes me think of? Stardust. The Neil Gaiman book that they turned into a movie. Yeah, it makes me think of Stardust. We both have prints. I have a couple of prints from Jillian. I don't know if I'll be including them. I probably will. For this page, but this shop will be linked below. I believe it's called Ink and Page. Is that what it says? Yeah, Ink and Page. So their shop will be linked below.
I will in fact be using this one because we finally found a print that is pale-skinned and curly-haired like me. Mm-hmm. So she will be included for today.
Mm-hmm. I love her, and this star crown on her head is gorgeous.
Want her?
I don't know, maybe. But so I have these prints. This is from the same shop that Jillian's steampunk moth butterfly girl came from. So it will be linked below again. But I am a huge Tim Burton fan. I love his artwork. I think there's just something so beautiful about his kind of macabre style of artwork. And I love this print right here. This girl kind of reminds me of if you were to take Helena Bonham Carter and mix her with Edward Scissorhands and make her a girl. I don't know what, but I love that there's this behind her. I think it's probably more the sun, but to me it looks like the moon. So I have that. And then I also have this print that I thought was really beautiful. Again, I think it's probably more the sun. And then I thought this was beautiful with all of these stars and stuff down here. And then this one I know for sure is the moon, and so I really love that print. This one, they're just all beautiful. And then I also have this poem that's called The Moon from Robert Louis Stevenson, which is also in that Child's Garden of Verses poetry book that I have. And I love this poem, so
you know,
I will
I'm
probably
surprised you
include
have
that.
not included yet?
What?
An Edgar Allan Poe.
I do like Edgar.
Or Neil Gaiman. He has so many quotes you could use.
I know. I may do, so I can't decide for poetry if I want to do an Edgar poem, a Shakespeare poem.
You could do multiple.
I could. My favorite poem is actually Birches by Robert Frost, so I might use that one.
I don't know if mine's technically a poem. It's just a quote. It's a Neil Gaiman quote. It's in our reading journals, but I love the, of course you don't believe in fairies, you're too young to know quote. And I was going to use that one for poetry.
I like that one. So, but today's not about poetry. Today is about light. Jillian's doing stars. I am doing the moon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We are going to attempt to be more talkative today. Like I mentioned in the last video, we didn't intend not to talk, but we both just kind of got into the groove of things and were in the zone. So we are going to try and be more talkative today. So I already know where I'm putting mine, and I also have these, I forgot. I found these little these like crescent moons that I might use at some point. And then I found these stencils, and I might use some of these really fun metallic paints. I have like a turquoisey color. This one's actually called Peacock Pearl. And then this one, Orchid Flash. And they're both metallic, and I might stencil the word Luna on my page. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do mine right here. This has stars on it, and this is blue, so I figured it was fitting. Ooh, look at you, moon phases.
I could do this one, or I could do that one.
That one's moon phases too.
Yeah, they're just different colors. This one's black and that one's blue. I kind of like the black. I kind of like the tan.
I think that would be pretty. I think it goes well with your color scheme too, because this kind of pulls in those colors.
But I hate to cover it because I kind of want to do a full thing.
Okay, so you could still do that, but what if this one was full, since you have the white, and then you ripped around the edges, so this was just kind of peeking out? Or you could even do what I did with my packaging thing and just cut around that, and so none of that is there, but you just have those.
And keep this as my journaling.
And then you just have that like up onto the moons. You could do that too.
I don't know if I want to use this one or if I want to use the blue one.
Blue one is pretty. That would be pretty, because so if you have it like this, so that's the whole page, and then you could cut around that, and you would have the stars, and so all of that would just be the moon page, and this would be creeping onto it.
I feel like I need to cut it in half, so I can do that, but there's the seam line there, so I might just have to fold it in half.
Yeah, I would just fold it, and then you could just cut that out with an X-Acto knife.
Yeah. Only issue is that the side with the big flowers is taller than the page it's gonna go on. Because this page is an 8.5 by 11, and this is an 8 by 10.
So that one's wider. Okay, you could that's still fine.
So just put something behind it, because this is the Curiouser page.
You could.
So I could just put something there.
You could. Okay, I love her, so I want to use her. I'm not going to use her. I do love her too, though. But
Why? She looks like Coraline.
she does, but I don't feel like she really has anything to do with what I'm doing.
But Moon. And Moon.
Okay.
She looks like Coraline.
She does, but I like her better.
Coraline.
Don't even think about it, Coraline Jones.
Dad.
Hello, Coraline and Coraline doll.
Do you know where the garden tools are?
It's pouring out there, isn't it?
It's just raining.
What'd the boss say?
Don't even think about going out, Coraline Jones!
I think I like that one with that.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think? You like her better, don't you?
No, I like both. I think they look cute together.
Yeah, but she is the whole reason I bought this kit, because I don't know what it is about her, but I just love
It's
her.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Okay.
I swear she could be in anything and I would watch it.
Pretty much. I adore her. Ooh.
I also love that she was married to Tim Burton.
Yep. Me too. Okay, I'm actually gonna go off camera for a minute and use the big cutter. No, I'm not, because it's under there. I'll just cut it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. My scissors are getting sticky from tape and glue.
Okay. Perfect. See, it'll match the page.
Good. I like it.
And it gives me reason to use this page.
Okay, so here's my dilemma. I feel like because she's on this side, she really should be on this page.
Okay.
But I feel like,
You like the blue page more?
yeah.
So what if you cut out the moon and the trees and put her on that page?
I thought about it. Because
I
I'm
feel
not
like
using
she-
the whole print.
Because I feel like if you do this and then you just cut out the moon and the trees, it'll look like she's standing underneath it.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought.
I like that better because I
My-
think the blue looks good.
My other thought,
Don't switch the page.
no. My other thought is, do I use this as the background and just cut her out? I really just think they're all beautiful, though. I mean, just look how pretty she is, too.
The moon looks like a hat.
Totally. I've been fussy cutting a lot of things lately. Yesterday, all of the video of me was basically me fussy cutting all of those flowers out of the packaging.
Ooh, girl, oh.
Oh, I love that painting.
I wrote a paper on that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
I love art history.
Yep.
I also
There was a time when you thought you would be a art historian.
mm-hmm.
Yep. For a long time, Jillian wanted to, either in Cairo or in parts of Mexico with the Incan and Mayan stuff, and she was going to specialize in like ancient textiles.
I was gonna do art history, and then I wanted, because of the way you have to do it to be a museum curator, it's an 8-year degree because you have to have a history degree, and then you have to have a degree in fine arts
Yep.
because you have to know how to handle archaeological sites and all of these artifacts.
And then you have to have a PhD in museum. Was it
Museum studies.
Yeah.
But then that just never ended up being something that was, one, plausible. It's very expensive,
It takes a long time.
and it would have been an out-of-state tuition because none of the colleges in-state have the necessary things. It probably would have been an out-of-country tuition. Because I would have probably had to go to England to go to Cambridge College. They have the best art history school.
Yep. Which, I mean, would have been really cool, and we would have, figured out how to make it work, but
I'm still going to do art though. I'm just going to major in art itself.
right. Instead of the history behind it.
But I still get to do art history because it's part of schooling and doing fine arts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to try and so I'm going to major in art, and I'm going to try and have a bachelor in photography and media
Yes.
because I think that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have the X-Acto knife?
Yep. Just one.
Oh, you're cutting out each individual branch.
Not exactly. Just some of the larger areas on the outside. So.
That's cool though. I grabbed the blade. Don't do that. If you are a child, get help with an X-Acto knife.
Yes.
Do not do this by yourself. You need adult
Do
supervision.
not try this at home.
Without adult supervision. Hence mom. Although she's not really supervising.
No.
She trusts me.
Yes, I do. There are times where you have proven to be way better with an X-Acto knife than me.
Well,
You were.
I do embroidery as a stress reliever,
Yeah.
so I'm good with the fine details.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it's a lacework embroidery of a picture I took of the Japanese park here in town, the koi ponds.
Mm-hmm.
I find things like that, like making lace is always something I've wanted to learn how to do, and I love embroidery and sewing. All of the fussy things, they de-stress me.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Maybe you sent, no, you didn't send it to me. Who sent it to me? Somebody sent me this video on, it was either Instagram or Facebook, and it's this older woman, and she's doing a lace, I mean, she's building this beautiful lace thing, and she has all these little toggles, and she just like moves them.
That's hand-done lace. That's how they've done it for hundreds of years.
It's incredible to watch. I have no idea
You
how
take-
they know which
take-
one goes where.
Because
It's-
each string is attached to a pin.
Yeah, but
You take 50 different coils of thread, and each thread is a slightly different shade of white. And
Yeah.
then all of these get knotted together at the top, and you pin them down to your design as you leave them over each other. And eventually, at the end of it, you get hand-done lace, which is why it was so expensive for so long.
yeah, it was an amazing video to watch. Don't you guys just love coming for the history lessons here? We are a history family. We all really do like history.
Mom and I like more medieval, Edwardian, Victorian, and
Well, but I also, I mean,
you like post-war as well.
yeah.
Dad likes the history about vehicles in the war.
Dad just, so my husband actually does have a degree in history.
And teaching.
Yeah, he was going to be a history teacher.
He's now just my history teacher.
Yeah, he does help a lot with history here at home. He kind of guides a lot of the discussions, and then he's always the guy to go to for asking questions because he knows more random history facts than anyone I've ever met in my entire life.
Don't ever ask him about airplanes.
He loves airplanes. Absolutely loves them.
I had to ask him about the Doolittle Raiders for my history project. I'm not kidding. We were there for an hour and a half talking about airplanes. I love talking to him, but sometimes I'm just like, oh my goodness, how much information does your head hold?
A lot. Yes, Dad is very smart. He's very, very smart. Oh, I hear a puppy.
Hi, Soupy. What you doing? What you doing, baby? This section of the video is called Fussy Cut. Although mine's not so fussy and more exact.
So I went around and fussy cutted the tree, and I decided to cut her out, and I'm really happy that I did because I think she'll look really cool kind of just in front of the tree, and I think I might pop her up so she looks like she's kind of in front, but then the glow makes it look like it's coming through her hair. So
I also love that you cut out parts of her hair because
Yeah.
it's amazing.
yeah, it was
She's
fun.
me.
I just love it. I love how like crazy her hair is. out some of these stars. So they kind of like dangle down my page. Jillian's
cutting
over
out
here.
crystal stars and things.
Yep. She got that all cut out and attached, which looks really pretty. Are you gonna? I like that. Yeah, it's pretty.
And I think I might, so I'm using this girl here, but I think I might cut around her.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
I also love her makeup. She's so gorgeous.
Okay. Stars. It's like, what was I doing? I was cutting out stars.
More fussy cutting. The past few videos have just been on fussy cutting things.
Yeah. Lots of cutting. It's funny. I actually find cutting things out like this really therapeutic though. I don't know why. At some point I may have to do something book related because I haven't really done that yet. And that is a big part of who I am. Because I am a reader.
Oh, mine have been very book related. Half of them are Jane Austen.
Yep. Which I just love that you love so much because Jane Austen was like my first literary love. Like I was obsessed with her books as a teenager.
I love Jane Austen. If there was any person I would bring back to life to just meet, it would be her.
She would be a fun one to pick her brain about because
Mary Shelley would be fun too. It's like, how do you think of an idea like Frankenstein? It's just, I need to put a Lord of the Rings quote on this page. Because she reminds me of
Arwen.
Yeah. I think that's cute. Okay, that's cute. And then I wanted to put these on the side because if I glue them back to back like this and then put them on the side, they're like a flip tab.
Cute.
So we'll have these like that.
I like that.
And
That's
then
cool.
on it, it's on this side, so I could cover it on this side if I don't like it. But it peeks out.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I like it.
So I want that there.
I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see.
I need to see something. Because I forget.
I don't know. What do you think? It does pull in because she has stars with her too.
Yeah. I think it's cute, Mama. I think you just need to put more on the page.
Yeah. I still have the
This.
moons and all that stuff.
This. I'm cutting out the little curls on her because I thought it was really cute when Mom did it. And I love the way she has all the little wispies at the bottom.
Yeah, I love that. So what about this one? I found the gold one instead of the pink one.
That one's cute.
And it pulls in the gold from all of the things that I have.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Do that one. I think the pink is too bright.
Yeah, I think so
Even
too.
for the pink she had, I think it's too
Yeah.
bright.
Well, and now I'm thinking this is probably not gonna work, but I think the turquoise.
The
still
turquoise
goes
is gonna
really
match.
well with all the turquoisey colors.
Yeah,
So
do the turquoise.
I don't know exactly what it is I'm doing with that, but I was like,
Put it on in dots. Make actual shiny stars.
yeah, I might. But I really liked the way the paint turned out on my scraps page, and so I wanted to try and incorporate it again.
Looking to make
So she's popped up, but that branch is over her.
cute.
So same thing, different font with our pages here. We both went celestial, moon and stars, but I went the Tim Burton route and you went the
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings romantic route.
I mean, you know the books I read.
No, I think that's a perfect layout. I like it. Yeah.
Very
It's almost
simple
like
page.
okay, so you know like a shooting star and how it like leaves a trail. It's almost like this is like the trail of the star.
This one?
No, just like yeah, like how it's like kind of all just in the same spot on the page. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot.
I chose all of this because of her crown.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. Okay, I'm gonna take it all off and then we're gonna put it all back on with glue.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm gonna use these two things. I don't know where to put them. So we're holding on to this for now. I don't know if the bird fits, but we're gonna use it because it's cute. Okay, things in the very back are this and the crow. Crow goes.
I can't decide if I should make this a pocket.
Okay.
Does it need to be a pocket? I don't know. See, I love her so much, but I just don't think that she really fits.
Oh, but I think she does. She has the same background.
Okay, maybe.
I think she's so cute, Mama. I think you should use her.
I think I'm just going to rip this in half.
I like that because it looks like the page continues.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a wraparound. Your shooting star thing gave me an idea, and now I'm doing it.
So we finished our pages, and I really love the way they turned out. Talk about hers.
So we finished,
We did.
and I really love them. I love all of my quotes. I ended up adding Lord of the Rings quotes because, yet again, I'll say she looks like Arwen, and I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love how simple this page is based on how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not a lot to it, but it looks really intricate.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because of all the different pieces of ephemera you have going on. And I love this quote, which you said is your favorite Bilbo quote.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm quite ready for another adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that he says it right before they leave Middle-earth.
Yeah. But
That scene makes me cry.
yeah. And then I had commented about a shooting star and how this kind of all looked like the trail of a shooting star. So she added the trail of the star.
Mm-hmm. And I did journal on it, but I did it in a light enough color that it just looks like background words if you're not actually reading it.
Yeah. And I love all the little moons peeking out from behind everything.
I love this, though, because I love that it looks like the page continues.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's adorable. And the little bird. It's so cute.
And then this one is mine. So I did end up painting on it, and I really like how the little paint splotches kind of blend everything together and almost make it look like clouds or like a mist coming through. And I have the little man in the moon down here, or maybe the woman in the moon, since the poem I have talks about it being a she, because it says, the moon has a face like the clock in the wall. She shines on thieves on the garden wall, on streets and fields and harbor quarries, and birdies asleep in the forks of the trees. And there's of course more to the poem, but I have that down here, and I tried to add a bunch of the little stars to both sides to kind of pull everything together. And I did end up using this little pocket, but I kind of just like that it's, you know, peeking out of here, and my journaling card is in there. So I still have to journal, and I also need to put my charm on, but I'll do all of that off camera. But thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you tomorrow for prompt 14. And until then, have a wonderful afternoon or morning or wherever you're at. Bye.